Hello friends, welcome to Consult to Study. In this video, we will be teaching you about basic data types and decision making in Java. At first, let's take a look at the basic definition of data types. Based on the data types of a variable, the operating system allocates the memory and decides what can be stored in the reserved memory. There are two types of data types available in Java. First is primitive data type and the second one is reference data type. Primitive data types are predefined by the language and named by a keyword. Let us now look into detail about the 8 primitive data types. The first one is byte data type. The byte data type is an 8-bit signed 2's complement integer with minimum value of -128 and maximum is 127. The default value is 0 and the example is on your screen. Next one is short. The short data type is a 16-bit signed 2's complement integer. Its minimum value is and the maximum value is, its default value is 0 and the example is shown on your screen. The next data type is integer data type. It is a 32-bit signed 2's complement integer. Its minimum value is and the maximum value is, its default value is also 0 and the example of declaring it is shown on the screen. The next data type is long data type. It is a 64-bit signed 2's complement integer. Its minimum value is and the maximum value is, its default value is 0. Example of long is shown on your screen. The next data type is float. The float data type is a single precision 32-bit IEEE 754 floating point. Float is mainly used to save memory in large arrays of floating point numbers. Its default value is 0.0f and the example of declaring it is shown on your screen. The next data type is double. The double data type is a double precision 64-bit IEEE 754 floating point. This data type is generally used as a default data type for decimal values, generally the default choice. Default value is 0.0d. The next data type is Boolean data type. It is used to represent one bit of information. There are only two possible values, true and false. Its default value is false, and to declare Boolean variable, we use the syntax as shown on your screen. The next data type is char data type. It is a 16-bit Unicode character. Char data type is used to store any character. Char data type is used to store any character. Example of declaring char variable is, we always assign value to the char variable in single quotes. Next is reference data types. Reference variables are created using defined constructors of the classes. They are used to access objects. These variables are declared to be of a specific type that cannot be changed. For example, employee, puppy, etc. Class objects and various types of array variables come under reference data type. Default value of any reference variable is null. Now we will see how to declare the reference variables. A reference variable can be used to refer any object of the declared type of any compatible type. Example, we are creating the object of class animal with constructor using as giraffe. Basically, the reference variables are the objects of the class. Now we will see decision making in Java. Decision making structures have one or more conditions to be evaluated or tested by the program along with a statement or statements that are to be executed if the condition is determined to be true, and optionally other statements to be executed if the condition is determined to be false. As shown on your screen, it is a diagram of condition and true-false statements. First we will check the condition. If the condition is true, then the conditional code is executed, but if the condition is false, then this conditional code is not executed. The first one is if statement. An if statement consists of a Boolean expression followed by one or more statements. Syntax of if statement is: first comes the if, then the Boolean expression or any statement which is to be evaluated, then the statement that will be executed if the Boolean expression or the expression is true. Let's now take an example of if statement in Java. Here we have made a class test and we have created main for it. We have declared an int type variable as x and we have assigned it 10. We have given if statement for if the value of x is less than 20, then it will print this is if statement. So accordingly the value of x is 10 and we are checking if the condition is less than 20. So 10 is less than 20, so it should print this statement. Let's run this code. It is printing this is if statement. Next one is if else statement. And first comes the if statement, then the Boolean expression or the Boolean expression or the expression which has to be evaluated, then the statement which is to be executed if the condition is true, then comes the else statement which will be executed when that expression turns to be false. Now let's take a look at the example for if else statement. We have created main for it and we have declared a variable of int type and assigned it as 30. As we are saying this, the value of x is less than 20, so it should print the else statement because it is false. So let's run this. So it is printing the else statement, so we are getting the right output. The next one is nested if statement. It is always legal to nest if else statements, which means you can use one if or else if statement inside another if or else if statement. Syntax for nested if is: first comes the if statement, then the Boolean expression or the statement which has to be evaluated, then comes another if statement which comes under the previous if statement. If that previous if statement is true, only then the next if will be checked. Let's now take an example of this. We have created a class test and under its main we have declared two variables x and y and assigned values 30 and 10 respectively. First we are checking for the condition x is equals to 30. If this condition is true, only then the nested if part will be checked. So now run this statement. As we can see, it is printing x is equals to 30 and y is equals to 10, which means both the conditions are true. So now let's change it to the condition that x is equals to 10. As now you can see, it is a false statement and it should not go inside the if statement because it is a false statement. So as you can see, it is not printing anything because it is not going under this nested if part.
So this was it in this tutorial. If you like this video, then please click on the like button below. Till then, do subscribe to our channel and follow us on our Facebook, Instagram and Twitter handles. You can also write us at consult2study@gmail.com. Thank you for watching this video.